The other thing is the AI stack case study, how we created the entire course in 72 hours. So recorded on Zoom. We also have Fathom in the background to help capture some notes from the Zoom. But one of the things, if you want to create a course quickly, I highly encourage you to do something like what we're doing right here. We've seen a really great uptake of this too. Schedule a training and say, hey, in the next 2 weeks, I'm going to do a 4-hour training. I'm going to completely make this up. I'm going to do a 4-hour training on relationships. We're going to dive deep and teach as much as you can, right? You tell everybody you're going to hold this presentation. Tell them it's going to be a workshop, right? It's not just a sales webinar for an hour, but it's like 3 or 4 hours and you're going to dive deep. And just like we all did with you, give people a really steep discount to get in and say, hey, join us live, show up on the webinar and go step through step, just like we talked about here. We like using Canvas for the presentation, or you can use some of the other presentation tools we were just talking about. But essentially, here's what ends up happening is you get people to show up to the live. There's some really good engagement. You get some feedback from it. And then use repurpose.io to cut everything into smaller bite-sized chunks. We like putting everything in smaller bite-sized chunks that we upload directly into our Facebook group in the guide section. Now, if we want to redo the intro and the exit to make it look nicer, well, everything's already set up in repurpose.io with all those snippets. So repurpose.io makes it really easy for that content course creation. Well, also in repurpose.io, you could repurpose a bunch of the content that you're teaching in your course. That's exactly what we're going to be doing here. I'm going to be using like Opus and Bunch to take a bunch of the training videos that we've created that are 6, 10, 15, 20 minutes long and run it through their system so I can create just a bunch of shorts that we can be using. Once I record all this content, you'll see over the next 30 days, like we'll just go on a big old blitz with content because we recorded so much content. Then we love using Merlin for all the transcriptions and the summaries. And just from the transcription and summaries, you can create lots of different script and content ideas that you can use, for example, like with Descript. So really, by hosting a live presentation and then having some of these tools that you can easily cut up for your course creation, and then a bunch of content to promote that content to get people into your course, like man, to cut up 6.5 hours worth of video and to put the intro and the exit and upload it in the course, it takes days or weeks. And all this stuff is literally just being done almost overnight when we're just sleeping, which is just absolutely amazing.